your kid's composition posted on the wall at back to school night, and YouTube. So where is that? And I think one of the ways to look at this, not that there aren't new things to learn, not that we don't have a newer world to explore, but frankly, there's a historical construct for all of this. In the same way we look somewhat askance at digital technology because we didn't grow up with it. We have casting no aspersions, but we have a lot of people in government right now who grew up on radio. And so for whom television is kind of still a mildly new construct. And I think a lot of the conversations that we hope to have with this new administration is about the fact that we are no longer talking about whether technology should or should not be for kids, but rather how should kids be playing and how do we need to open up this world for them.
Just one quick follow-up. What I was speaking about in that comment was actually game building. That designing games seems to be something that has its own particular challenges, and I just wonder if you could...
Yeah, no, I know it does. And I love the work that Alan Kay has done. I love the work that Mitch Resnick's done at the MIT Media Lab. I think all those tools are really swell. With all due respect, you just can't make really fun games. Now, it may be that the fun of play was enough at that time and is enough. Again, sorry to blow our horn. I think what we did with Game Creator was within the regulations that guide the kids' online environment, we gave kids tools that not only provided a satisfying creative experience, but when they were done, they had a game that they liked to play and that they felt proud of showcasing and sharing with other kids. And that, to me, is a significant shift. And frankly, you will begin to see more of that.
Larry.
I want to pick up on that because it comes so much back, at least from our context, to this isn't a new conversation. Hot Wheels, tracks, take an orange piece of plastic with an insertion device, and they're all the same. And as a kid, I went to 6 different friends' houses, and they had 6 different tracks. That was user-generated content. It just wasn't in a digital environment. And so the notion that kids were creating their own games isn't a new notion. We are making the distinction of virtual versus real. And so this is just a new tool that fit those 2 orange pieces together so you can make a loop-the-loop or a figure eighter. And so the idea that now there's a venue and people are creating the tools to do that in a virtual experience, we have within the Ride Makers virtual experience, kids will be able to create their own track. And the more kids that participate on their track, they will earn experience points, so they'll have an incentive. It helps teach entrepreneurship. So if I create a track that other kids like, more will play it, and that gives me an advancement. So we're not talking about something new here when we talk about user-generated content. It's just a different place that it's occurring.
Boyd, I just wanted to ask you a question. You've been at Jazzwares for 9-10 years, and I'm just curious about, you said something to me on the phone, actually, that I thought was very intriguing, about the idea that when we're here in a year, you think there may be a bit of a back to basics, back to the land itch that starts to be made visible. And I just wonder if you think, with all this digital media, that there is an appetite for something similar.
I definitely think there's an appetite for something similar. Like you said, building tracks, it's an interaction with the toy. It's not just sitting in front of a monitor. And I think there has to be a balance between the two. You still have to sit down on the floor with your child and help them build with whatever it is, help them with their project, help them build their volcano. Sure, you can build a